Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do a fairly quick Bleach chapter review because the chapter is very, very simple. So, if you haven't seen it yet, in this corner right here, annotation, and click on that for the live reaction that I did 2 days ago, and then come back to me for the review. Now, again, the chapter is fairly simple, and honestly, nothing of note, with the exception of the ending portions of the chapter, happened in the chapter. So, you have the beginning pages where it's pretty much the events that unfolded before the end of the previous chapter. You are Bach walking down the hallway, he sees the Soul King in his crystal, he stabs the Soul King. That's where the last chapter ends off, and mind you, that was like 3+ weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, maybe a month. So, to see that we were getting Yuha, like, it's 3-4 pages of Yuha walking. I mean, granted, I love Yuha. I'm a Yuha supporter for life. But walking down the hallway, stabbing the Soul King, we don't need that shit. We really don't. Especially when it's Bleach, because Bleach, you're not getting that much content per panel anyway. However, you do get a lot of dialogue when it pertains to Almeida and Soifon and Hirako Shinji and what's happening there and how Hinamori basically healed them because they were obviously wounded in their battles against Bazz-B, against BG9, and so on and so forth. And then they meet up with Renji and Rukia. They go into a facility of some kind where you have Urahara, you have Byakuya, you have Yushiro, who is now male, and then you have, what the fuck is her name? Now or something? The vice captain of Kyoraku Squad? At least one of them, because now he has two. Well, she's there too. And pretty much it's a discussion about what they're going to do now. And who can show up, who can't show up, and who's MIA. Right now in their mind, you have Rangiku and Hitsugaya, they're MIA. And, I mean, they're with freaking Mairi, because Mairi's doing some crazy shit at this point in time. But they know, well, Byakuya informed Urahara that the, what's it called, the 9th Division, or the 9th Squad and the 3rd Squad, they're with Mairi right now. He didn't say that they were zombified and that he took them over. At least I don't think so, because Urahara doesn't say that to Hirako and the others. But either way, point here is that, well, and then Komamura, he's a doggy, so he can't do shit at this point in time. But basically, they're going to bring it to the Soul King Palace and try to save the Soul King and do whatever. And then, so that's important because now we see that they haven't ejected. So they're not just going to sit there. How are they going to bring it to the Soul King Palace? Okay, no, let me rephrase it. At what point in time are Ginjo Kugo and his Fullbringer buddies, as well as Grimmjow, gonna hop into this picture? Because they're gonna already be in the Soul King Palace. And unless this bringing it into the Soul King Palace is permanent, to where anyone can go up there, because remember how the barriers, like, after a period of time, like, they close, and since Ichigo came down, you all can go back up, you know, so basically, I'm trying to figure out how it's gonna work out, Kubo, because we need to see Grimmjow, please, my god. I know, I keep on bitching about it, but when it comes to this topic, my tampon is permanently on until Grimmjow shows the fuck up. So, that being said, that's one important thing, because we see what their objective is. And the next important thing is a cliffhanger that makes you wonder if the Soul King is actually dead. Now, in my mind, he's probably not dead, because, again, I like what Yuha did. It's epic. But the Soul King is too quintessential of a figure to be taken out of the story in such a meager fashion. So when you have Ichibē, and I saved the page, Ichibē says, and I quote, "Sorry, humans," while Ichigo and company are flying towards the Soul King Palace. "Forgive me, but you cannot win against Yuha." Ugh. And I'm thinking, alright, so this may be the Soul King actually talking through Ichibē. Because he's referring to Ichigo and company as humans. And Ichibē himself is a human. But the Soul King, not necessarily. He may be something else entirely. He may be some transcendent, you know, that Aizen transcended bullshit, whatever. So, he can be one of those fucking cats. Those, like, we're above and beyond. We're above the pale. Like, we're 4-dimensional, 5-dimensional fuckers, and you look the same, but whatever. and then, it's the fact that it almost seems as if, like, he knows Yuha Bach personally from that quote. But you cannot win against Yuha. If Ichibē was saying that, because it contradicts what he said beforehand. He says, listen, I need you guys to go up there and save the Soul King. I need you guys to go and best Yuha. Alright? I can't do it because I have no Reishi right now. So I need to leave it in your hands. But now it's like, oh no, you guys can't beat him. It's like that flipping that you know, that switch is a signal to me that that's someone else talking through Ichibē. And I'm not too sure if Ichibē's still there, his soul's still there, or if the Soul King is, you know, taking refuge in an actual corpse. I don't know. So, because that whole, like, okay, like the name and the word and the power, I get it, but shaky, very shaky, Kubo, very shaky, Cubes. So, that being said, the chapter is simple, it is straightforward, and overall it's okay. I really wish that we actually got more content. Like, we could have skipped, like, Kubo didn't need to have 3 pages of Yuha re-stabbing the Soul King. Unnecessary. And the dialogue between the captains, I can understand why it's important, because it does give us some insight as to the current situation at hand. However, that also could have been shortened as well, for the sake of the story. Just say, more content in one chapter, and the better off we are. So, that's it, I'm done. I'll see you guys later. So, King Lightning, rate the video, comment, subscribe. Have a nice one.